This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running for those folks who want to check in early through NetLogger. NetLogger can be found at netlogger.org. We also do have our Google Meet up and running as well. So if you'd like to find the link, it is at stnydmr.net. Also, if you're a member of the Vera Discord group, we are also live streaming into the voice channel. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes here. This is W2FGH. This is W2FJH to bring up the STNY digital voice net on Brandmaster Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet, YouTube, and Discord. primary purpose of the STNY Digital VoiceNet is to foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have three other stations besides myself checked in this evening. So the net would like to recognize N2 NCB Paul, N2 NRA Cliff, and N3 OJP Mick. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. The net would also like to recognize another station coming in from NetLogger. Net would like to recognize NE2W Ed. All right, but let's open it up for any and all stations that would like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening. Please call now. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott from Sarah.
Quebec Delta, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
W2 KDC. This is Dennis in Dansville.
KD3 AJN Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November Anna Beaver, Pennsylvania.
All right, the net would like to recognize KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott, N3 DQD Ray, W2 KDC Dennis, and KD3 AJN Anna. Were there any other stations that joined this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now.
W2 KDC here with an announcement.
Yeah, W2 KDC Dennis, fire away with your announcement there.
Keeper Lake Amateur Radio Association, Clara, is going to be having their summer ham fest in Howard, New York, next Saturday from the crack of dawn, as usual, until noon. It's a $5 entry fee, and then you be flea market or tables inside. Unlimited coffee and breakfast will be served. You can get additional information from the Clara website, which is klara.us.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. I was just about to ask if there was a site that had the information up there for people to, but you answered my question right at the very end there. Very good. All right. Were there any other announcements for the net this evening? Please call now. All right. No other announcements. So let's move in for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right. No questions. So we will move in for comments. The net topic this evening is what's new for you in the world of ham radio? Anything you're reading about or any projects you've been up to? So top of my list here is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, into NCB here. Well, this week, this past Tuesday, we got home from a cruise down to Bermuda. Uh, we thought it was going to be us and our oldest daughter's family. We got on ship, got all settled in, went up to deck 10 where all the food is, and to our surprise, son number two was there with his family. So we had a fun 4 or 5 days with 8 of us, and got back, enjoyed it immensely. A little warm on the outside, especially down in Bermuda, but that's okay. A little rough seas at times, little whitecaps, but we made it through without having to take anything to settle anything. So that was good. And fortunately, our son-in-law knows his way through New York City to get the ship. I could not have done that all by myself. There's just no way. But great time that way. Got home, and of course now we're just kind of getting into the realm of the regular routine. And as far as new stuff on ham radio, I think the only thing that comes to mind is the Win Link Express that's used for traffic handling. Uh, a little getting used to, but we're getting there gradually. With that, we'll turn it back to you, Frank. Take care, all into NCB.
Hey, very good there, Paul, and really glad you got to enjoy yourself on the cruise there. And yeah, I'm also with you. I don't even want to try to drive in New York City. So it does not seem like a pleasant experience for me. So I'm with you on that. So all right, next on my list is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is Antoine Cliff in Waverly, New York. Oh, not too bad. My brother from Annapolis stopped by. They had some friends in Rochester to see, and my sister from Denver is visiting. And my business on the cruise there, Paul. We used to do some cruises. I used to go out to Florida and stuff, but need to mow the lawn and get some other yard work done. And new stuff in ham radio, I don't know. I'll have to check. I just got the QST, and we'll have to check that out. With that, we'll send it back to Net Control. This is N2RA to W2FJH.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, I actually just got my lawn mowed today. And quick funny story. I my lawnmower wouldn't start. To turn the key, nothing was happening, not even attempting to start. And yeah, I thought it might have been like the PTO switch. So I'm looking underneath, and I'm like, oh, there's doesn't seem to be any corrosion or anything. And anyways, long story short, 25 minutes later, I happened to notice that I was like, well, let me go check the brake and let me check the handles. I noticed there was a twig stuck between the plastic and the handle of the zero turn mower, and it wasn't allowing the handle to fully go out all the way, so it wouldn't start the mower. Move the twig, and hey, look at that, it works great again. So, very good there, Cliff. All right, moving on down to N30JP. Nick, how was your week?
Oh, good evening, Frank. Everybody on the net. It's been a while since I've been on. We've been busy on Sundays, either some event going on or we're coming or going from somewhere. But we're in Chautauqua County right now. A friend of mine had his annual party across the creek here. He's been having it, I think it's over 40 years. So we were over there. And as far as any new projects, the only thing I'm trying to get a 440 antenna put together. There's an RMS. It's close to me, maybe 13, 15 miles, but with the terrain, it's very difficult to get to. So I've got a Yagi that I've had for years. I just got to assemble it and try to get it up in the air with the rest of the antennas. So that's about it, Frank. I got to run. N30JP.
Hey, very good there, Nick. And yeah, it's summertime, so yeah, I fully understand everybody's busy and has different things going on, and you gotta enjoy the good weather while we have it there, because soon enough it'll start getting cold, and don't even want to mention the S word, a couple months from now. Very good there. And I also wanted to thank you, Mick, for covering a lot of the nets there. And please keep me posted for any future ones that you might be able to do. So, but yeah, no pressure. I know summers are very busy for everybody. So, all right. Next on my list is NH&W. Ed, how was your week?
Hey, good evening, Frank, and everybody on the net. It was a good week. Capped off today with Haley invited members of the Barrett to join her celebrating her birthday with the Parks on the Air gathering at the Twin Lakes Pavilion at Shenango Valley State Park this afternoon. The weather couldn't have been better for an outdoor event. Temperatures were comfortable with a nice breeze, made spending the afternoon at the pavilion very enjoyable. The turnout was also impressive, with the parking lot full and members arriving throughout the afternoon. We had 4 high-frequency stations set up, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters, all operating at the same time from Shenango Valley State Park. POTA designation US 2032 using the club call sign. Members had the opportunity to operate stations, make contacts in all different modes. We used voice, CW, digital, and recorded it all for POTA. Let me catch a break here. And the best part, well, not the best part, there's a lot of good parts about it, but good food and refreshments. 3 large cheap pizzas from Nurchi's with the wide selection of various toppings, just about whatever you would want for a topping you could find. Plenty of drinks and other refreshments, along with the excellent dessert bar included, lots of cupcakes and things like that. But the gathering was much more about radio. Members had the opportunity to visit with friends and meet other club members and simply enjoy each other's company. Got to put some names with some faces. Beforehand, we received permission from the state park manager for the operation, allowing it to proceed smoothly to avoid some of the concerns during previous POTA activities at the Shenango Valley State Park. It's still going on till 8 o'clock. large turnout. 4 HS stations, great weather, great food. Everybody had a good time making it a success. Many thanks to Haley for inviting the club to be part of her birthday celebration and for giving the members an opportunity to enjoy ham radio, the outdoors, and fellowship. It was a good day all around. Not sure what's new in ham radio. I'll have to think about that one. Back to you, Frank. This is STNY.
Hey, very good there, Ed. It sounds like a great time you guys had there. And I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't bring your hotspot. You could have just checked into the net right from the pavilion there and everything. All right, very good there, Ed. All right, this is WFJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Before I get to my next station, I wanted to see if there's any additional stations out there. But first, I'd like to also recognize W2TXD Jerry. I do have you checked in. But let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so we will move on down to KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week? Nothing heard on my end, but we'll give it one more go there. KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week?
This is KC3WVX. It was going well till now. I'm still getting dropouts. I have no idea why. I got to figure this out somehow. I use it on Friday nights on slow scan TV and it works fine, but there's not the transmissions aren't as long, so I don't even make it a minute and then I lose it and then it comes back whenever it feels like it. So I'll keep this short. Got nothing new with ham radio. My week went well. I'm a team leader on a new crew and it went good, and I'll send this back to the net before I drop out. This is KC3WVX.
Hey, very good there, Scott. And yeah, sorry to hear you're having some problems there, but also do let me know because I do have the Google Meet up and running, and anytime after the net, if there's anything I can do to help or try to see if there's something I can do there, please let me know, or any sort of testing. We can also just test after the net to see if it can hold some longer transmissions or something. So, all right, very good there. All right, we will move on down to N3DQD. Ray, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FJH and the net M3DQD1 had a pretty good week. Anna, though, was away for most of the week, so I was here by myself and had to find out what kinds of trouble I could get into. But amateur radio-wise, um, last Sunday I did check into the group that meets at Harris Hill, that has the clubhouse up there. I did check into their net. We do plan to come up there at the end of the month, and one of the things we want to do is go to their breakfast and meet with some of them at that time. So I just wanted to see if everything was still operating up there. We don't check into that net on a regular basis because the echo link tends to drop out. So I did tell them while we've been pretty scarce on their net, so maybe things will change there if they isolate the problem. This is all we have. This is N3DQD.
Hey, very good there, Ray. You know they had one net. There was like two repeaters out there. And there was one net on one of the repeaters that I was able to actually get from my QTH, and it was always a little fuzzy. There's always some waterfall, but I was able to reach out to there, and yeah, I actually haven't been on analog in quite a while. So, I don't know, maybe sometime I'll have to try to check out their net as well and actually check in and get back on the analog airways. So, very good there. All right, we'll move on down to W2KDC Dennis. How was your week?
I had a good week, Frank. Nothing exciting or notable. So those are the weeks that I usually consider good weeks. Um, just spent most of the time inside trying to stay cool and dry when it was raining here a couple times. As far as new things with ham radio, I really don't have anything. I've been kind of off for a couple months, working on other things, other priorities, life and so forth get in the way. So I'm just happy to be getting back using the toys I've got. I haven't had time to think about any other new ones. So with that, I'll call it a wrap and send it back to you. Everybody have a good evening. This is W2 KDC back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, sometimes no news is good news, right? So very good there. And yeah, I'm kind of with you here. I'm in the same boat. So I made it the net topic just to see if there's any other projects or interest people were going on. But outside of this net, I really haven't been on the airways. A lot of you know I have she's 8 weeks now, close to 2 months. Old little girl, so my time's been pretty full. So outside of this net, I haven't really been having any ham radio activity. But very good there, Dennis. All right, we will move on down to KD3AJN. Anna, how was your week?
Hello, Frank, and everyone else on the net tonight. Um, my week was busy. I was away visiting my grandkids and didn't get to do any ham radio while I was gone. Um, but since I came home on Friday, I realized how much I missed my radios and how much I missed my nets that I get on every week. And so it was a good thing to come home and see how much I missed it. Everyone, have a good week. KD3 AJN.
Hey, very good there, and I'm glad you got to see the grandkids there. And yeah, I kind of know what you mean. Some of the weeks that I've missed from this net, I have always felt like, oh, I wonder how everybody's doing. And usually when I'm around, I usually have it recorded out to YouTube and other places. So if you ever do have to miss the net, you can always catch it on replay through YouTube. We have a channel that I try to keep all of them going, but yeah, without me putting it up on YouTube, I couldn't check in, to see how the net was going and how everybody's doing. So I kind of understand, missing it. So all right, we'll move on down to W2TXP. Jerry, how was your week?
W2TXP, good evening. Good to be on here again. I haven't done so lately, at least on this group. But anyway, had a good week, kind of. Got some stuff done. Just came in from mowing the lawn, doing some trimming and stuff. I guess we're supposed to get a little bit of rain maybe late tomorrow. We had a couple. So it's right now looking like the yard's in good shape for the next week. Won't have to touch it again for a while. Nothing else going on though, just playing radio for a bit. Back to you, W2TXB.
Hey, very good there, Jerry. And yeah, I actually earlier than that, I was telling Cliff I actually got out and mowed it myself, and yeah, we haven't had a very heavy, lawn mowing season. It seems like I mowed my lawn, and prior to that, it was probably 3, 4 weeks or something. It really hadn't grown much, so wasn't a usually some summers you mow it every week, and it seems like you have to mow it every half week because the grass is just growing so quickly. But not this summer. So all right, very good there. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list, so let's take a standby to see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. So let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, hearing nothing then, we might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Paul, Cliff, Mick, Ed, Scott, Ray, Dennis, Anna, and Jerry for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FGH, and I'll be listening.